is used most often to refer to God's initiative to bring people to Christ and to participate in His redemptive work in the world. The calling to belong to Christ is deeper than the words can express. It is a call to restore relationship with God, with other people, and with the world around us. It encompasses all of person's being and doing. It reminds us that the call to a particular kind of work is secondary to the call to belong to Christ, to participate in His redemption of the world. God created us in His own image. He Himself is a worker. God commands all people to work in any capacity one is able to, whether you're an adult or a child, through service to community or by even simply extending a hand to help.
Joy you have sowed for me, I call you to serve the greater good.
What was that voice? Oh, look, there's a priest coming. Let me ask him. Father, I heard a voice when I helped someone and I want to serve more people. How can I do it?
Child, God speaks to us in many ways and makes us His messengers of good deeds. If you wish to do it more, here are some things for you to learn. Some of the followers are called to serve for family, such as your mom and dad. Some others are called to serve the community and make the entire world as their family. The latter are often respectfully and lovingly addressed as father or sister. They serve as pastors to parishes, teachers and chaplains for hospitals or prisons. As you are keen on serving more people, let's take a walk in the journey of priesthood like I did and learn more about what they experience in order to help the community stay connected to God while living a humble, simple and honest life.
There are two types of priests. The majority of these priests belong to a diocese. They dwell in a specific geographic area and they minister under the guidance of the diocesan bishop. Religious order priests. Ordered priests belong to a community such as Franciscans or Benedictines. They live in the community, eating and praying together. They often minister within and without their community. Today, let's shed some light on Capuchin priesthood. A teenager around the age of 16 and above is welcomed into the order of Capuchin, where he begins his life with fellow brothers, living a simple life and working towards serving others. In order to get started with the journey, the child has to bid goodbye to his family. after a bittersweet goodbye, the child will head to the seminary where a spiritual guide will explain what will be the next steps and prepare him for the journey ahead.
Welcome to the seminary, child. You are in the first stage of Capuchin formation called postulancy. You are called a postulant. As a postulant, you will be in close contact with friars, fellow brothers for a year to become familiar with our way of life, discern and to discover the deepest reasons for your vocation. As a part of our simplistic life, please join the fellow friars in the community hall to help with the chores.
Those that join this seminary are required to be Catholic for at least 2 years out of high school, where they could be doing their higher education or job where he would be working and providing for himself over these years. The Capuchin priests will take a vow of poverty, chastity and obedience. As a part of it, they manage a simple lifestyle with consistent practice of prayer and be of service to the parish and to the community in any manner, including household chores.
Hey, welcome to the seminary. Come, join us.
After the postulant completes his catechesis of faith, he is introduced to apostolic work and gain experience in brotherhood. The postulant is not yet a brother in order and does not wear a habit yet. After the postulancy period, the postulant feels he is called to follow the Capuchin way of life. He may then apply for the next stage of formation called the novitiate. The novitiate is a more intense period of prayer and discernment and an opportunity to experience more deeply the Capuchin community. It lasts for 1 year in which they have a deep reflection and personal prayer guided by an experienced spiritual director. During this period, the outside life is completely cut off. There's a provision to make call to family only and only if there's an emergency. At the beginning of the novitiate year, the novice is clothed with the habit in an investiture ceremony. At the end of the novitiate year, the novice returns to confirm himself to Christ. At this stage, he enters into post-novitiate formation. During this stage of post-novitiate, the friar will prepare to make a lifelong commitment to the gospel. After the formal studies at an approved theological institution, the parish priest will proceed to the next stage called the special formation. Those going to the priesthood will be ordained as a transitional deacon and between 6 months to a year be ordained as a priest. You can see the journey of the priesthood on the screen. The final stage of ongoing formation is about having the right attitude of renewal, of continuous acknowledgement and for continuous conversion. The priest is then sent on various missions to serve the God and the children of God. The missions include locations to serve orphanages, hospitals, institutions, old age homes, and others. Here's a glimpse of our priest visiting the old age home, the very people who inspired him and helped him move towards the calling. If you think the priests are sent on missions to only civilized places, here's a fact. They get to visit fully civil cities and also sometimes the indigenous tribal areas. Here is an experience of a Capuchin priest during his mission to one of the tribal communities. During the visit, although the priest is terrified, he finds a common ground and lets them know he is only there to serve and help. In order to help spread the word and carry his service, the priest must learn their ways, even though it is not something he is used to. The priest must sacrifice his comfort and amend his lifestyle in order to build a better bond with the tribe and serve them. Did you know? There are millions of Catholics around the globe, but the number of people who answer the calling are now only in few thousands. As we take a walk through the journey of priesthood, we invite you all to take a moment and reflect on their sacrifices, such as their family life, their parents, and the learning they all go through different stages by serving various people. And in order to help us stay connected to our faith, they work tirelessly without seeking credit or limelight. Today, we recognize the heroes that don't wear a cape but a brown habit and continue to dedicate their life for us every single day, every single minute, every single second. Today, we encourage you all to open your hearts to the calling of God and help your younger generation to respond to the treasure of blessings instead of the worldly pleasures. Today, on the day of Family Fest, we ask you to speak to a priest or a nun who is next to you as a family member, because we are the family they chose to be with. We request all the priests and nuns present amongst us to please stand for us. We request all the priests and nuns present at St. Mary's Church this evening to please stand for 1 second for us. Today we recognize them. In the name of the gracious Lord, let's raise our hands in the glory and offer our thanks to the priests and nuns who have said yes to the calling for you and me. Put your hands, everyone. We thank you, fathers. We thank you, sisters. We appreciate your service for us. Thank you.